up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of In the Garage. It's been a while. Garage is still a mess. We're working on that this weekend after I get a new garage door opener. But today we're going to start with step one of de-chroming my truck. And you say, Don, what's wrong with your truck? And I say, nothing. It's just half chromed. I got the Toyota Tundra 2018 Limited Edition chrome package, but it seems like they ran out of chrome after the front of my truck, which is good for what I want to do. Got the chrome grille, chrome bumper caps, chrome mirrors, chrome door trim, chrome, and then it stops. That's the last piece of chrome. So with the exception of the rims, there's no chrome on the back of the truck. I want to get rid of these, I want to get rid of those, and at some point de-chrome this, but today we're starting with those. Now I saw a video on how to do this, and I'll give credit to credit is due when I finally edit this, but for me, I'm going to say use what I like to call a spoon. This is a tool I use in the computer trade to take laptops apart. Tablets, cell phones, very precision end, keeps you from scratching and breaking your plastic. But let's get into it. I will include in the comments the link to the YouTube video that I watched that showed how easily this is done. But what I'm doing is I'm taking that spoon that I called it, and I pry it around the bottom and up the side. Full disclosure, I got the cover off before I started filming because I wanted to make sure I didn't break anything and then, look like a fool on video. And so I did preemptively remove this one. But basically, you want to start at the bottom and gently kind of tuck and push and pop. You got to be super delicate with this. If you don't have good patience, if you kind of all thumbs, kind of a brute, this may not be the job for you. If you've ever had experience taking apart a laptop or something that's delicate that has little plastic clips. Granted, these clips are bigger. They basically have a series of hooks and snaps that pop into the holes in the housing of the mirror itself. But if you have any experience in taking anything apart that's made of plastic without breaking it, this is super easy. Once again, you just kind of got to slide that spoon in, kind of push and pop just a little bit. You got to be super delicate. Work your way around, and then it'll kind of jostle it and pop it off. Now, putting it on the other hand, putting the new enclosure or the new bezel on is a lot more difficult than taking it off. Along the bottom, there's a series of downward curled hooks, we'll call them. And so you almost got to put the bottom in first, and then kind of snap the left side in, snap the right side in, and work your way around. And it'll behoove you to inspect the hooks, look at the way they're designed, look at the way they flow, which way they curl, and it'll kind of give you an idea of how this thing snaps together. But what I discovered is after you put the bottom in and work your way around and kind of massage it, you'll hear them snap into place, and it'll finally fit and squeeze, and all the gaps will fill in. But make sure this thing is snapped in really well. The last thing you want to do is drive down the street and have it fly off. So here's a picture of my mirror cover. I did find them pre-painted for magnetic gray that matched my paint. Here's a great shot of the hooks on the back that I was talking about. And so once again, I already kind of loosened this one up. I preemptively wedged it off just to make sure I can get it off. So now I'm going to come back, go down and around the corner and pop it off and then lift up. So you see I'm starting at the bottom and it kind of pops off and then lifts out. And then once again, when you put the new one on, you want to put the bottom clips in first, kind of massage it around, and just slowly push it in place. And it will snap on. It is a little frustrating. This one definitely took longer than the first one, to the fact where I'm going to speed the camera up here momentarily. But the biggest takeaway is you got to be patient. You can't brute this thing. You can't manhandle it. You'll break those clips off. And then the next thing you know, you're going to be going to the store to buy double-sided sticky tape to keep this thing from flying off. So just be gentle with it. You can see I'm kind of working around the corners. And it may take a little time. These are aftermarket. They're not OEM. At least I don't think they are. And so it's going to be a tight feel and a tight fit because you need them to be. Otherwise, they might fly off when you're doing 85, 90 down the interstate. And so just, you can see right here, I'm kind of massaging and going around. I'm looking at the corners, I'm looking at the gaps, and finally they just kind of pop into place once you work with it. So all the years I had of taking apart laptops and reassembling laptops, and it looks so much better. I was never a fan of the big chrome mirrors, and now I've gotten rid of them.
This has been a Digital 410 production.